This 5-case model, it's a thinking framework. It's exactly what Kim said. It's the principles that you can apply to small, medium or large projects. It's a framework for thinking about schemes. The business case itself is simply a tool, and it's also a repository for information, so you can demonstrate to the taxpayer in Christchurch that you're trying to spend his or her money in a value-added way. The model itself is intuitive. I mean, Rob just basically explained it. But if I'm living in Christchurch for the moment, I've lost my house, okay? I've lost my house. I need a new house. Where in the city do I want to buy a house? And I'd be thinking in terms of, where is my work? Where is my family? That's the strategic case. In terms of the economic case, I'd be thinking about what type of house I want to buy. I've got a family, a couple of kids, so it's not a flat, it's a house. In terms of the commercial case, well, I've got to get my money off the insurers. I've got to go to the bank and borrow some extra money. Different banks offer me different deals at different prices. I've got a commercial choice to make. Very importantly, can I afford it? So I'm thinking in terms of the financial case. And then I've got a lot to do logistically in terms of making sure all the services in the old home are turned off, all the services in the new home are turned on, and I've got somebody to remove me. So intuitively, we use this 5-case model in our lives. What they're looking for in a document are the answers to 5 key questions. Is there a compelling case for change? Because if there isn't, I might as well put the proposal in the bin. Okay, so you've got to tell a fairly convincing story, and we'll come on to that in a moment. You'll be recommending a way forward. So the first question you ask is, does it actually optimise public value? And I'm not talking about the cost, and I'm not talking about the price per se, I'm talking about public value. Public value to Christchurch, public value to New Zealand in terms of the socio-economic benefits and costs. The third question is, what's being proposed in terms of the deal? Is it an attractive deal? Is there a supply side that will deliver on that? And again, in the context of Christchurch, we can't all be putting our proposals on the table sensibly at the same time. There's a limited supply out there in terms of construction. We don't want to overheat it because that'll just result in higher cost. The fourth one, is it affordable? Because if it isn't affordable, we're wasting our time and everyone else's time. So what you want to do in principle is actually try and work out with the approving authority, if you can, what sensibly is available in the budget for your scheme. Now, if I look at the Christchurch City Recovery Strategy and Plan, lots of projects, indicative costs attached to them. In outline, that is your affordability envelope. But that isn't what you've got to spend up to. You've got to drive value out. You might spend less. And fifthly, how can the proposal be delivered successfully? Have you got all the competences and capabilities that you require within your organisation to successfully deliver the project?